Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths is Fun. In today's video, we will learn the rationalizing the denominator for the surds, and this is video number 4 on the topic of surds. In the previous videos, we have seen addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and a challenging question in which all the 4 operations were applying and in the form of a word problem. So let's see here, rationalizing the denominator, what does it mean? It simply means in the denominator, if you have a surd, you will change it into rational number, right? So let's see how do we do it. There are two types of questions. One is in which there is single surd present like this, and the other type of questions are where you may have something like this, linear form. You may have, for example, 3 root 5 minus 7, something like this. So where you have two terms in the denominator in the surd form. So these are the two types of question we will solve here and try to understand how to apply rationalizing the denominator. Now, so let's start with the first one. In this page I have taken only the single denominator, surds. So the technique is you multiply and divide by the same surd which is in the denominator, and the only reason is when surd multiply by itself exactly same, it becomes a square, which is a. So here also 1 times root 2 is 2 and root 2 times root 2 is 2. This is the simplified form in the rationalizing the denominator. In this case, what will you do? Again you will do the same thing, multiply and divide by root 2, and then denominator will become 2 because root 2 into root 2 is root 4, right? Root 2 into root 2 is equals to root 4, which is equals to 2, and here it is 3 root 2. So simple, done. Let's see part 3. You will multiply and divide by root 3. So it will become 6 root 3. And don't forget to simplify further. Surds you will not cancel, but rational numbers you can simplify. So your answer will be 2 root 3. Now in this case, don't forget to see that it's plus between. So first of all, I will simplify 15 root 5. Right? So what will I do? I will multiply and divide by root 5. And after that I will see what to do with plus 5. Okay, that is not my concern right now. So now this part will become I hope you understand, and then simplify it. So now because both the terms have root 5, when there is no real number outside, rational number, it is 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4 root 5. This is your simplified form. Now let's see the example when the denominator is not just one term of surd, rather two terms. Here the concept we apply is called applying the conjugate. And what is the reason behind it? First of all, what is conjugate? Whatever surd is given to you, right? You change the sign of it, so it becomes root 2 minus 1. The only reason is we want to change the, when I use the word change, I mean to say when we multiply and divide, we applied the reverse or the opposite sign of the same terms which are in the denominator. Because you know this thing is equals to 1. It means we are transforming it using the basic concept. Now what is that? From here if you see, if you remember, you have done this thing before, a plus b, a minus b, what does it become? A square minus b square. So in the denominator, if you will have exactly the same two terms but with opposite sign, so what this will become? This will become root 2 square minus 1 square, because this is your AP and AP. So we are applying this concept. And in the numerator, 1 will multiply by this. Okay. So So it will be, we don't write 1, but just to explain it to you, because instead of 1 it could be some other number. So you will write it like this. Now denominator will become what? Root 2 square is 2 minus 1 is 1, and numerator is root 2 minus 1. When denominator is 1, we don't write it. So you have applied the concept of conjugate and rationalizing the denominator, and then surd is gone from the denominator. Okay, so let's see another example. I will multiply and divide by what? Tell me please. Absolutely right. Root 6 plus 2. Acha, one can say, Miss, can I write minus here? You just have to change the sign of one of the number, right? So they have opposite sign. This is the reason behind it. So it will become root 6 plus 2. Now if I look at the denominator, it is exactly again in the same form. One with plus sign and one with minus sign. So the denominator will become root 6 square minus 2 square. And in the numerator you will multiply it. Do not expand the bracket of the numerator, because often it cancels out by the term we end up in the denominator with. So it will become 6 minus 4, and here you have 3 root 6 plus 2. Now 6 minus 4 is what? 2. So you got 3 upon 2 root 6 plus 2. So this is how you simplify it. Now you try this number 7. I have solved it here. You can put the video on pause and then see the solution. Okay, but I'm showing it to you to save the time. So you can put the video on pause now. So I have solved the exam steps here for you, so you can recheck your working, and if it is correct, and I'm sure it will be correct, so give happy face to yourself on the notebook like this. You know, we need to encourage ourselves. We should not wait for others to encourage us. We should also encourage ourselves. And this is called believe in yourself. So let's do this one, which looks little complicated. So I have taken here one more example for explanation, and then I will give you 3 questions to solve by yourself. Solutions I will show you. So let's do it together. I will multiply and divide it by 2 plus 7. Don't forget to put bracket, because when the multiple terms are coming, always write bracket to avoid any confusion. Right? Because it was minus given here, so I am using the opposite sign. Now the denominator will become, because this is like a minus b and a plus b, so it will become a square minus b square, that concept. And numerators I will write very neatly with the space, because I have to expand the brackets of the numerator. Okay, so now denominator will become 5 square, because square will be applied on both. 5 square is 25 and root 2 square is 2. 7 square is 49. Now let's start multiplying this term by this and then by this. 5 3s are 15, 2 2s are 4, and 7 3s are 21 root 2. Let me change the color. Then 4 will multiply by this term and then by this. 4 5s are 20 root 2. 7 4s are 28. Okay. Now, so now if I see this term and this term has root 2, so I will keep it as an addition case. It will be 41 root 2, whereas this root 4 will become 2. So 15 2s are 30. So 30 and 28 I will add up. It will be 58. And in the denominator, 25 times 2 is 50 minus 49, which is 1. We do not write 1 in the denominator, right? That is understood thing. So I will stop here. I hope there is no calculation mistake to a resume, and anybody can make that mistake, but we need to be careful. Okay, so this is how we will simplify, and we will not do further. We will stop here. That's all. Okay, I'm just cleaning it up. Now I have given you here 3 questions to check your understanding. Put the video on pause. I have solved these 3 questions. Once you finish solving, then you can see the solutions. Okay. So to avoid making it longer, the video, I am not pausing, I am continuing. Okay, put the video on pause. Very good. Okay. I hope you would get right, inshallah. So this is the answer, or this is, you can write it in any form. This is number 2. Let me make it smaller so that you can see it in one go. So this is the solution of video question number 2. I have tried to use different colors so that you can clearly identify which one I'm multiplying by how. So now the last one, number 3, you can see here, just like when it was, suppose y times 2 is 20, what do we do? Y is equals to 20 divided by 2. So that algebraic concept we are applying here. So 8 divided by root 3 minus 1, we change it into division form, and then we applied rationalizing the denominator concept. It would come in the form of word problem, doesn't matter as long as you know how to apply. So with this I will end the video. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friend, and do write comments. Take out your time. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.